you have given me the chance to speak on digital democracy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will give you an overview as to how I see the whole thing. I have been a supporter of technology, but after becoming a minister of this department, I was truly amazed to see the pace of change of India. A very proud change. We are a population of 1.2 billion plus. We are having 970 mobile phones in India, 97.5 crore mobile phones in India. Very soon, we will touch 1 billion, 100 crores. Therefore, in a population of 1.2 billion plus, we have got 1 billion mobile phones in India. Last year, when the internet service providers told me that we have got 30 crores, 300 million internet connectivity in India. About 60% only are served by broadband. The rest we have to take care. My plan is by the year 2018 to make 500 million, 50 crore internet penetration in India. That's what we are working for. And what is the matter of great assurance, ladies and gentlemen, that today we have surpassed USA. We are second to China as far as internet connectivity is concerned. Smartphones has got the biggest consumption in India after USA. Google, Facebook have the biggest presence in India after USA. And one of the larger objective we are working for which the Prime Minister is very keen, that let's have Google's Indian company. Let's have Facebook, which are Indian companies. And I have not the slightest doubt that Indians can make it. Ladies and gentlemen, most of this development has happened in spite of the government or without any support from the government, except on the taxation issue a little. And today, standing before AIMA, AIMA, I must proudly acknowledge with respect the innovative enterprise, innovation of the young people who have made us so proud in the field of IT and IT-enabled services. The total rollover is $180 billion. Our export is $100 billion. It is a matter of great pride which they have done for the country. And we don't realize digital inclusion is already playing its own role. We in India always have a love-hate relationship with technology. First they observe, then they watch, then they see its utility, and then they adopt. Let me give you three very interesting experiences. Rajesh Sharma, the famous TV personality of India TV, had gone to have a recording of Aap Ki Adalat in his program. After the recording, we had lunch. Then he told me a very interesting story that whenever I used to return to my house in Greater Kailash, I found my servant sitting on a pillion 3 blocks away from my house playing with his smartphone. The third day he asked his wife, "Ye roj yahi ko baithta hai?" His wife said, very simple, the Wi-Fi connection in front is the best. He takes use of that and watches Brazil World Cup football. No one told him, but he could know it. The second, one of my lawyer's colleague told me that he had his tube punctured. Ultimately, he had to park his car. Went on Google, looked for puncture repairer in Delhi, went further, classified, locate someone close to my house. 3 repairers' name came. He rang up one, कि मेरी गाड़ी यहाँ पर है. He came, took the key, picked up the car, ultimately on WhatsApp sent him a message कि आपकी गाड़ी में 3 पंक्चर हैं, इसको मैं बना करके भेज रहा हूँ. Now no one told him how to use his smartphone, but in pursuit of his business, he could see the utility. This is digital democracy work in its own way. The third is very hilarious. Partly hilarious, yes. I had gone to Cochin in a public function. My BJP president said that a family is very keen to meet you. I'm like, all right, I'll meet them. They came to the state guest house. Young couple, their daughter Anamika, aged about 6-7 years, hardly. She said, sir, I'm your fan. I watch you on TV, particularly on Times Now, and I don't even see cartoon show when you are there. I hugged her, asked her, please take a photograph, and posted it on my Facebook. Young friends, I met Anamika, my fan, said like this, truly touched my love to her. And my good wishes to my good friend Arnav Goswami, that his channel is so popular. Can you believe I got 1 million likes, 10 lakhs. I got 60,000 comments. And one was the best. Mr. Prasad, Anamika did not miss the cartoon show because Arnav Goswami's show is otherwise also a cartoon show. This is a new India emerging. Can you believe it? A different India emerging. And why I said 1 million, when Mark Zuckerberg of the Facebook came to meet me, we had a good chat. I asked him, what is your age? He said, I'm 30. When you founded Facebook, when I was 19, $34 billion is the rollover. I put it on my Facebook. I said, met the founder of Facebook. Friends, nice talking to him. I had 700,000 hits, 7 lakhs. But Anamika's story, 1 million. How India is changing, ladies and gentlemen, we need to recognize that. This is the age of information. Information is power. How do we correlate it? And from there, the Prime Minister's vision came about when we came to power. IT plus IT is equal to IT. India's talent plus information technology is equal to India tomorrow. That's the vision we have to work for. And this will be powered by 3 S: speed, scale, and skill. Therefore, Make in India, Skill India will go together, which will entirely enthuse the great IT India. The Digital India program has basically emerged from there. What is Digital India? To bridge the digital divide between digitally haves and digitally have-nots. To those who are digitally literate and those who are not digitally literate. I'm not talking of illiteracy per se. And when I talk of digital literacy, when I talk of digital haves and digital have-nots, what is the essence of Digital India? The essence is 3. Creating a digital infrastructure for the utility of the citizens of India. That's the first. Second, digital delivery of services. Third, digital empowerment of the people of India. Digital literacy, digital saksharta. I'll be speaking slightly later on that. Now, from there came the program of National Optical Fiber Network, where we want to connect all the 250,000 gram panchayats of India by optical fiber network. It's going on. We saw some of the problems in the execution. We have to redo it. The PM constituted a committee. Will further improve it. But that within a time scale, we have to do it. Now you can understand, Dr. Reddy was talking about e-health. Once we have a connected village or a cluster of villages, we can deliver e-education, e-health in a very big way. E-commerce. India is rising enormously in terms of e-commerce. The rollover is going to become $20 billion next year. I just talked of Mark Zuckerberg of the Facebook. Sachin Bansal of the Flipkart came to meet me. I said, young man, what is your age? He said, sir, I am 33. When you established the Flipkart, immediately after my graduation from IIT, when I was 25, how many customers you have? 2 crores. It's a new India speaking about. Fully enthuse by the power of technology, and they have a vision to make a different India. We want to tap this great innovation. We want to leverage this great sense of enterprise and give them the enabling atmosphere. How we are changing India? We just came for a program of financial inclusion, Jan Dhan Yojana. Banking the unbanked. And you can understand only those people will have no bank account who are really poor. Within a short span of 4 months, we opened 14 crore bank accounts in India. The moment, if you have a mobile, fine, you press a button, your bank account is open, digitally speaking, even otherwise. You get benefit of 1 lakh rupees of life cover, 30,000 rupees of accident cover, 5,000 of overdraw, with no compulsion to deposit a single farthing. But these poor people, once they realize that the government is doing something for us, by depositing 50 rupees, 100 rupees, ended up depositing 12,000 crores in those 14 crore bank accounts. How can you change this Kanya Samriddhi Yojana which we have launched? My postal department has opened lakhs and lakhs of bank accounts using the power of technology. Technology is a big leveler, ladies and gentlemen. And since all of you represent the elites of the management hierarchy, what is important is, don't use the smartphone only for the sake of it. It is a mini computer. As Dr. Reddy rightly pointed out, it can become the vehicle of change. And what is my idea of a digital India? What is my idea of a digital inclusion? Sanjeev, my idea is that with a smartphone in hand, a barber, a carpenter, an electrician, a mason looking for his job through that smartphone for a better India. That is the idea which I'm thinking about. And that's the idea we have to work forward. And that is the goal we owe to the people of India. I always say the innovation of the people of India is truly enormous. You please give them the right atmosphere. I talked of digital literacy, a program we have started, Disha, Digital Saksharta. The PM inaugurated it. And my concept of digital literacy is that in the poorest of the village, what we call Mahadalit, is digitally trained. Our sisters and brothers, mothers, and running a common service center. We have got 150,000 common service centers in India. I'm planning to digitally connect them. Recently, I had a conference of all the ladies who are running these common service centers. I called them to Delhi, and I want to share with you, I was amazed to see their vision, their ambition, as to how a little click on the mouse has changed their approach, their mindset, and their self-confidence. That's all we need to tap. Therefore, we talk a lot in public life of democratic inclusion. But if there is one instrument which creates a wonderful platform of equality, it is the digital platform. It is the smartphone. It is the computer. It is the IT connectivity. Education, e-commerce. You know, whenever I see these people come and meet me, how they are taking Indian innovators, Madhubani painting to silk sari, to other weavers, their products on board and giving them a larger platform. And in India, a new concept has appeared, cash on delivery. They are still reluctant to share their cards. Come, deliver me the good, take payment from me. Good, it's a new Indian product. Another policy which I have just finalized, ladies and gentlemen, and it's just in the process of financial vetting, is the issue of BPOs and call centers in small mufassil towns of India. Whenever I see the digital profile of India, it is quite skewed. Delhi, Noida, Greater Noida. Gurgaon, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Visakhapatnam, Mangalore, Bangalore, and Mysore. And Sanjeev, not even in New Calcutta. Okay? They have only computer and institutes. I said, if India has to become digitally an inclusive society, it must go below. When I've gone to Bangalore, then I was told by people from Bihar, from the state I come from, Uttar Pradesh, he said, please do something for our areas. And I saw a lot of data is available. Indira Awas, to Manrega, to financial inclusion programs, to private sector programs. From there, a BPO and call centers in small urban centers of India, Mufassal centers of India. What is my idea, ladies and gentlemen? My idea is to have a call center in Bhagalpur, Samastipur, Devariya, Gorakhpur, Banda, Kannur, Chittur. That is my idea. And that I'm working forward to. And many of the people from e-commerce to others are so happy. I see a different kind of India emerging. About 48,000 seats have been identified to be distributed as per the census of each state, with some incentive and subsidy, some hand-holding with the local entrepreneurs and a big company. That's the whole idea we are working out. All these programs are going on. They are going to change the entire profile of India. And what you are supposed to do? You people supposed to manage the management architecture of India, if I can put it that way. Have to support that whole idea. Have to become the agent of that change. You know, internet and a smartphone are a fine combination of two vehicles which have got the potential to change the destiny of the world. And we in India want to catch that big process. I always say today is not the occasion for me to talk about net neutrality. That is, we are already working. A consultation paper is there. I have considered a committee in my department. I will await that report. Except I will say this. Internet is one of the finest creations of human mind. It does not encounter any boundary. It does not get stopped by geography. If it is seamless, then this finest creation of human mind must be owned by the entire mankind, not by the few. Second, the most important thing I would like to highlight, if it is a global product, the global can become meaningful only if it has a link with the local, not only in terms of electronics, but also in terms of content. Internet has the potential to change the discourse of the world. Those voices which were ignored for a long time find a great opening on this wonderful platform. That's how we have to go about. And ladies and gentlemen, I have seen a lot of reports. I am convinced, as an IT and Communication Minister of India, that in the coming 2-3 years, India will become equal to China as an IT market of the world. I have not the slightest doubt about it if we have the self-confidence. And that is the future we are looking forward to. I know there are problems. Internet nahi chalta ji, speed kam hai. I hear those problems. But as Sanjeev pointed out, I am one of those politicians. I always see glass is half full, not half empty. You have to be an optimist. And led by a leader, Narendra Modi, one of the most powerful voices on social media, we have to do it. I need your cooperation and also good wishes. Thanks a lot. Namaskar.
That was truly inspirational. And that is what I meant when I said the Honorable Minister redefines standards every day. Now to share his perspectives, the big boss of KPMG, Richard Rekhi.
Thank you, Sanjeev.
Honorable Minister, dignitaries on the dais, and ladies and gentlemen, I think after listening to the Honorable Minister, I don't know what I have to say, because he said it all. But I think it's important to understand, let me give you a perspective of this digital divide that is there in India. And if India has to grow, or if India has to actually reach its full potential, one would need to bridge this divide pretty fast. We heard from the minister, we got about 116 million net connections, expecting to take it up to 500 million net connections. Now that's another story. That's a story for the net connections coming up, right? But what about the story of another 500 million smartphones that you can sell and manufacture in India to make in India? I think the issue and challenge before this country is, how do you connect the dots between the different opportunities that are there? On one side, we have digital world which is changing. If you look at technology, technology today is the greatest disruptor. It is the biggest disruptor in every walk of life. I mean, if we are looking at manufacturing, take a simple thing like manufacturing. Who would think that technology could come and play a big role in manufacturing? If 3D manufacturing comes in, 4D manufacturing has already been spoken of. If all this manufacturing comes in, we are talking of direct, we are talking of where we are transferring money into those accounts, those Jan Dhan Yojana, where accounts, Aadhaar card,